What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on to the family? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's well. Just wanted to check in with the family a little bit. See what's going on with you. Welcome to another edition of Maccabeestv. Another impromptu edition. It's your brother, Priest Danyaahla, representing Lions of Israel, Maccabeestv. Just wanted to check in with the family a little bit and see how everybody's doing. I haven't made any content for the channel in a while, so I got some time to kill. Family. So I'm here at the dealership right now. My car's getting serviced. They're telling me I got an hour and a half to wait. I gotta wait an hour and a half for them to do some little BS to my car. An hour and a half. So, got a little time to kill. So, you're my Yahoo, shalom to you. Jermaine Staley, shalom to you. Merch Son, shalom to you. What's going on? What's going on, family? Got a little time to waste, so I'm just going to walk around the dealership and see what's going on, What should I put on my wish list, huh? Seeing what's happening. What's happening. Majax, shalom to you. Men of Valor, shalom to you. Right now, I'm in PA, family. I'm at the dealership right now. My car's getting serviced. Yeah, Priest Danyaahla drives Nissans, y'all. I drive Nissans. I ain't got nothing fancy, y'all. I drive a Nissan. I'm ready to upgrade, though. Yeah, I'm ready to upgrade, but I don't know, man. I'm stuck on Nissans. I think only one car in my entire history, I only had one car that wasn't a Nissan. It's like they're so reliable. That it's like, I'm stuck on that, man. I feel like if I get anything else, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. I know there's other reliable brands. I know, Toyotas are good. I know Hondas are good. But yeah. I love my Nissans, man. I want a truck, though, to be honest, but these trucks are kind of small. They're kind of small, So I'm just walking around a lot, looking and seeing what's next. Or maybe I should just upgrade altogether. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think you guys think I should do? Should I upgrade to something else? Or should I stick with what I know? I like that, man. What's that?
Model 3.
Huh?
Model 3. Model 3 Performance.
This is a Model 3 Performance?
Yeah.
It's nice, man.
For sale.
I'm sure it is. What's the tag on this? This is Nissan?
No, it's a Tesla.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I can't see. It's open, of course. I should have known by the dash.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
65 grand, it's all yours.
Okay, so only 65? That's it?
13,000 miles.
Not bad. I like it. Yeah, family. So what's going on otherwise, y'all? What is going on otherwise? So somebody asked me in the chat about the PowerPoint I did on the Apostle Paul. I uploaded that. Well, first of all, let me just answer that. I uploaded that to Patreon, right? I'm gonna do that PowerPoint in the academy that's coming up in October. At some point, I'll put it up on here on YouTube as well. But I'm still working out some of the kinks on the PowerPoint. I'm still working out some of the kinks on the PowerPoint. I'm still adding information to the PowerPoint. So, you know, I'll probably go through some slides here on, actually to be quite honest, I wanted to go live this week, but I was a little bit under the weather. So I wanted to go live this week for a couple of reasons. And I was actually going to put some of the slides. Somebody said blessings on my new car. I ain't getting no new car. I'm not getting no new car. My car is here at the dealership for service. I'm just walking around, looking around, seeing what's going on. That's all. I ain't getting no new car. I wish, but nah. I'm thankful for what the Most High gave me. I'm rocking out with that for now. Now most of these are Jeeps. This is a Nissan lot, but the Nissan, they sell everything here. You know, I wouldn't mind something like this. You know, it's not bad. Anyway, yeah, I was gonna go live this week, but I'm a little bit under the weather. Maybe some of y'all could hear it in my voice. Maybe you can't. You know, don't ask me why I'm having, you know, an allergy attack in the middle of the summer. I don't know. It's been a while, but you know, it's all good. So I don't want to come on camera looking all crazy. That's why I don't have the camera pointing at me. I don't want to come on camera looking all crazy right now. You know, I'm heavy on the herbs, whatever like that, doing what I got to do, and I'm getting back to myself. So I'll be dropping a live stream on the channel probably maybe Sunday. So I'll definitely go through some of the slides on Paul that y'all were asking me about. And I wanted to talk about some of the subjects that be coming up on Clubhouse too. Because it's a lot of doctrines on Clubhouse. For you guys that's in the chat, just hit the like button, y'all. That's all. Hit the like button. I'm just killing some time with y'all because I haven't gone live on the channel in a while. So I said, let me just come on here. I got about an hour and a half to kill for them to do something so simple to my car. It's ridiculous. But I guess there's a wait. You know what I hate the most, family? So here's the thing, right? So now they have this new thing now, right, where they have these keys with the computers in it, right? All the keys for the cars now are computerized and stuff like that. That is a super duper hustle, family. It's a hustle, right? So, you know, while I'm here, so basically there's a recall on my car for like there's like the hood latch or whatever. There's some type of recall, so they're supposed to be fixing that shit. I got to wait an hour and a half for them to do that crap, right? So while I'm here, I'm like, you know, let me get a spare key for my car because it's computerized. Man, you got to pay like $200 for the key. Then for them to program it, it's like another $150. That shit is like $350. I'm like, God, goodness. Ridiculous. Don't even make no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? That's a hustle for real. It's a hustle for real. I miss my old car, man, where I just had a regular key. I miss them days for sure. Anyway. Well, Red, you holding out on me, bro. Red, you holding out on me, man. So, you know, me and you got to talk before the weekend. I'm not up on that stuff, man. If you can go to Amazon and get it for that type of price, now I know, and I'm definitely going to go there and get that. Sheesh, I didn't know that. I had no idea. No idea. So yeah, so like I was saying, most I will maybe Sunday or early next week I'll go live and deal with some stuff. I know you, like I said, show y'all some slides on that. And also some of the stuff that comes up on Clubhouse. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Clubhouse is the next best thing to teaching on the streets, because you hear every wind of doctrine on Clubhouse. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And, you know, we be challenging these dudes. Like, yo, listen, shout out to Brother Sonetta, but all that stuff that these conscious dudes do on Sonetta don't fly on Clubhouse. You make a statement about the Bible, you make a statement about history, we'll challenge you to bring your sources forth. And that's caused some confusion for some of these dudes because they've been spouting that pseudo fake stuff for so long that when somebody challenges them to prove it, they get in their emotions, and next thing you know, man, they're kicking you out of the room or whatever like that. That's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? The Muslims is coming up against the Bible. I ain't talking about the black Muslims like the Nation of Islam. They doing it too, but I'm talking about the Arabs. These dudes is coming against the Bible heavy, and against Israelites heavy. Everybody's against the Israelites any damn way. So these guys is coming heavy, man. And you know, when they get smashed down, they get in their emotions too. So Lord allow, I'm going to address some of the stuff that came up on Clubhouse this week, because these people have a tendency to get on Clubhouse and they start saying things, and then when you ask them for proof, they can't substantiate it. And then when you be like, all right, well, let me tell you where to go, they throwing you out the room. See what I'm saying? This is what they're doing. It's just like the streets. People come up to the camp, Christians, so forth and so on, start talking about the Bible, whatever. And then when you challenge them on what they say, then they want to get in their emotions and try to make it seem like something is wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with me, bro. I'm not the one that made that statement. You did. I'm just challenging it. That's all. That's all, right? So I was telling y'all before, we went into a room, and you know, I got called to the stage, whatever like that. And of course they're attacking the Bible. And first thing is first, they swore that they understood about how the Bible was translated. I've been pushing this for heavy, especially in the last academy. Brothers know I went over this because it's important. See, things don't become important till somebody challenges you on it. Then you scramble them back to try to figure out, like, damn, what? Oh yeah, I remember you said something. Yeah. So these MFs brought us to the stage and thought that we didn't know nothing about the way the Bible was translating or the manuscripts that was used. So when we started lighting them up, then they wanted to throw us off the stage. See? That's what they wanted to do. Then I'm hearing all these things about William Shakespeare putting his name in Psalms 46 and everything. They thought that we didn't hear. That is as old as molasses. That was being taught in the 90s. But they came with that. Then when I challenged them for primary sources to substantiate William Shakespeare put his name in Psalms 46, you want to get your emotions. No, you shouldn't be teaching that if you never proved it. If you never went to do the research yourself to be able to substantiate that William Shakespeare put his name in, listen, if he put his name in Psalms 46, I'd have to accept it. I would have to accept it because it's a fact, right? So all I did was ask them to give me a source for that. And I got thrown out. That's it. Simple as that. Give me a source for that. And I got thrown out. I know some of y'all have heard that before. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm going to do a show on it. And I'm going to drop the sources. That is pseudo. That is BS. William Shakespeare never had nothing to do with putting his name in Psalms, the 46th chapter. That is a lie. That is a lie. Don't worry, I got y'all. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. With primary sources. That was being pushed by Dr. York in the 90s. So you would think we're in 2021 that these people that hate the Bible would at least update their scholarship, but apparently not. Apparently not, huh? So I'm just going to give you guys the answer, because some of y'all are in here, and maybe when I go live, you might miss the show, because we know the YouTube algorithm pretty much suppresses us all. So no matter this, I can never go over this enough. So I'll tell you now. There was a guy that was, first of all, the decision to translate the Bible into English in the 1600s happened at the Hampton Court Conference. That's when the ultimate decision was made at the Hampton Court Conference. William Shakespeare, to my knowledge and my research, was not in attendance. So that is a lie. That's number one. Now, when you do real history and actually study, you realize that when they split the groups to translate the Bible, and I can prove this stuff. Like I said, I'm walking around the dealership right now waiting for my car, but I'm just going to tell you, and I'm going to substantiate it later. When they split the groups to translate the Bible, this is where I want everybody that's in here. First of all, y'all got to get my likes up if y'all want these jewels. I need a few more likes. Let's go. Because I'm broadcasting through the YouTube app, which I don't like doing. And so this algorithm is even suppressed more than regular YouTube. So a lot of times what happens is you guys wind up coming into the build as I'm ready to get off. Now I'm waiting on my call. They told me I have an hour and a half. That was like 30 minutes ago, so I probably still have an hour. I doubt I'm gonna broadcast that long. But I am gonna give y'all some jewels, and then I'm gonna come back on a live stream and I'm going to prove it. And I'm gonna give y'all some jewels. So let's hit the rewind button and let's go back a little bit. Let's debunk a few pseudo lies and then get to the heart of the matter of what it is I'm talking about. When he was born, right? I'm talking about King James. When he was born, his mother was sleeping with another dude. I forget the the guy's name right now. Forgive me, but she was sleeping with another dude. And she had his father murdered. She killed his father so she could be with her lover. That's what she did. Okay. Her cousin was Elizabeth I, who I can substantiate was a black woman. That's very easy to substantiate. So I don't know where they getting all these black cousins from if they were white people, but that's for another story. Her cousin was Elizabeth I. Elizabeth ordered Mary, Queen of Scots, to be arrested when he was an infant. And she was imprisoned and never got out as long as he lived. She died there. He was raised by tutors in France. Now, if you understand the way that children were raised back then, like today we have reading, writing, and arithmetic as the core lessons that you learn in school. Well, back then, one of the core lessons that they learned in school was how to speak and write in ancient languages. This can all be substantiated. So the king had it wasn't an expert, but it was a formal education in reading Greek and Hebrew. Really Greek though. He had a formal education in that. That can be substantiated. During the Hampton Court Conference, when they decided to translate the Bible into English, and they split the groups, he decided, and this is where this pseudo information, listen to what I'm telling y'all, and I'm going to prove it later. He decided that he also wanted to make an attempt to translate the book of Psalms. These are facts. Even though it was being translated by one of the groups, he held back a copy for himself and said he was also going to attempt to translate the Psalms into English as well. But again, he was a novice. So he hired help. The name of the guy, and you guys can Google this. This is not hard. This is what I was trying to tell these niggas. I'm like, give me a source, because you don't have a source. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Excuse me. Yeah, let me calm down. The name of the person that he hired to assist him to translate the Psalms was a man by the name of Sir William Alexander. That is where the confusion comes in. The pseudos, the conscious community will tell you it was William Shakespeare. It was not. The guy that he hired to help him translate the Psalms into English was a man by the name of Sir William Alexander. All you got to do is Google it, Sir William Alexander and Psalms, and it will come up. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. That's all I'm going to say for now. So when we go in these rooms on Clubhouse, And these guys is talking, and then we start asking them, do you really know how the Bible was translated? Do you really know who was involved? And then when we tell them they don't know what they're talking about, they get in their emotions and throw us out the room. What's going on in my chat here? I see somebody say something. The chat disappeared. I seen somebody say something. What's going on in my chat? All the comments disappeared, so I can't even see what the hell is going on. Anyway, until I can see another comment, I'm just going to go ahead and talk. I'm walking around the dealership. For those of y'all that's coming in, I'm walking around. There's a recall on my car, so they called me in to fix, whatever on my car. So I got time, so I'm just walking around a lot, talking to y'all, because it's been a while since I've been live on this channel. But again, like I said, it was a man by the name of Sir William Alexander. Now, this is the thing, family. I don't want y'all to take my word for it, right? Nowadays, these smartphones, you can stay on YouTube and still listen to the live, especially if you have an Android. If you have an iPhone, you might be asked out. But if you have Android, you can minimize this screen and continue to listen, open up a window, go to Google, and type in Sir William Alexander, and then put in Psalms. Everything you need will come up right there. Everything you need. It's that simple nowadays. Information is at a touch of a hand. So that crap about Shakespeare putting his name in Psalms and all that and helping him translate is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. So again, when we go in there and we challenge them based on comments that they're making, they don't like it. Then we have to talk about manuscripts. All manuscripts are not the same, brothers and sisters. There are some codexes or codices that are used today that are absolute trash, like the Leningrad Codex. That is trash. When we talk about Codex Sinaiticus, Vaticanus, and Alexandricus, those codexes are also questionable as well. A, because of how they're found, B, because of how they were found, B, because where they were located and written, and it goes on and on. That's neither for here or there. But we have this understanding because we've done the research. So when we get into arguments about codices, we can have these conversations too. They don't want to have it. They want to dominate the conversation because they think that all we do is just read the Bible and we don't do no research. But I've been promoting for years, if you have a Bible in your hand, you ought to know how we got it. You ought to know how we got it. You ought to know who was involved in it. You should know. If you've done more than 10 years in this truth, you should know these things. Because this is a part of us fishing for the elect. What do I mean by that? So I mentioned it before in the last live, I'll say it again. When we went into that room and we were talking and we got thrown out of the room, right? We went and we started our own room on Clubhouse, and a lot of people that was in that room really wanted to hear our answers to the questions that was being asked because they know that we weren't given a fair shot to answer the question. So they followed us over to our room, and many of them are getting edified we're getting edified over there. Yeah, there's a lot of people that put out a lot of disinformation, right? And, you know, you must understand, I say this all the time, but I always say that teaching is repetition. Everyone of note in history that used the Textus Receptus as the underlying manuscripts for their Bible translations were painted in history as being homosexuals. I keep saying that. Everyone of note that used the Textus Receptus as the underlying text for their Bible translation was accused of homosexuality. I didn't say everyone, I said of note. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Erasmus. He was painted as a homosexual. and he was involved with the Textus Receptus. I'm talking about Casiodoro de Reina, who was responsible for the Reina Valera Bible. He was painted in history as a homosexual. He used the Textus Receptus. And of course, we know the KJV, same thing. That is not a coincidence, brothers and sisters. That is called a pattern. It is something about that manuscript that the Roman Catholic Church does not like. Something about it. Is it a perfect manuscript? No. No. But it is a superior manuscript to the other manuscripts for a lot of reasons which we won't go into today. But we do have these conversations, you know, on that app. Because it's just another breeding ground for us to defend the scriptures. See? It's the next best thing to go into camp. I'm telling you. Because we be in there bang. And you know what else? You know what else? When we all on there, nobody's arguing about what camp they in. I noticed that on that app. Everybody is working together. You would be surprised at the Israelites that's working together on that app, fighting together to fight against the lies of the Bible. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. Yep. So I just wanted to go into that. There's a whole lot of stuff that came out, you know. Got you, Masha. Got you. Got you. Yeah. Chocolate City Girl, you asked me what app. I'm talking about Clubhouse. So I got on there about 2 weeks ago because they just created Clubhouse for Androids. For a long time, the app was only available to people with iPhones. So they created the app for Android. So I got up on there because I've been hearing a lot about it, good, bad, and in between. Oh snap, is that me? Oh. Okay. I've been hearing a lot about it, good, bad, and in between, right? Where's he going with my car? Anyway, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about it, good, bad, and in between. So when it became available for Android, I said I would go on there because I've been hearing a lot of good about it. But then people were like, it's toxic. But I said, I'm going to go on there and I'm going to judge the app for myself. And what I noticed about the app is that to me, it reminds me of camp. That's all it is. Every room we go into, we're outnumbered. We're getting cut off in the middle of our speech when we're trying to teach. People take our words and try to twist it. They look on YouTube and try to find the most base example of an Israelite and try to paint us all as that. It's the same stuff. It's the same lame behind stuff that you see everywhere else on there. So once you're done seeing it all, you're not fazed by what people do or say because you know what it is. So at this point, when I'm on there, I'm not concerned what people are saying. I'm more concerned with having a conversation. So if what you're saying about the Bible is true, you should be able to substantiate it. That's the thing. And what I've noticed, like I said, is that most people have these pre-existing notions about certain things about the Bible or history in general, right? And then when you get on there, you start challenging them and asking them questions. They get in their emotions. So I was in another room the other day, right? And this room the other day was a comedic room, right? So I said, let me see what these guys are talking about up in here. Let me see. So I go up in the room, and of course, the person that was teaching notices that Israelites are in the room. So they begin to go on an emotional rant about the Bible, like always. And so I'm listening to this emotional rant because it was an emotional rant that was not based on any facts. And Here's pretty much how the rant went. We've never discovered any of the bodies of your prophets. So the Bible can't be real. Same lame behind argument that people make on YouTube. Here's the problem with that argument. There were approximately 180 pharaohs of Egypt, approximately 180. Now, I know some of them were not native Egyptians. I know the Persians had people that sat on the throne. We know the Romans had some. We know the Greeks had some. We know the Nubians had some. We know these things. But overall, there were about 180 pharaohs of Egypt. They haven't even discovered the bodies of even 50 of them. Not even 50. And the ones that they have discovered, many of them are in dispute in academia. So if having a body is the proof that somebody existed or not, that would eliminate more than half of Egyptian history. If we want to do that, they don't want to have that conversation. They haven't found a mummy from a pharaoh of the first, second, or third dynasty yet. The earliest mummy that they found of any pharaoh, and that one is in dispute, is from the fourth dynasty. They haven't found a pharaoh, not one pharaoh from dynasty 1, 2, or 3. So if having a body is the proof of somebody existing or not, that would eliminate the first three. That would eliminate the first 3 dynasties of Egypt. Now all of a sudden you don't want to have that conversation no more. Now you want to get emotional, but you brought it up. They found maybe possibly one pharaoh from the 16th dynasty, if that. I don't even think they found that. Maybe one from the 17th dynasty as well. Most of that history from the 16th and 17th dynasty is missing. See? They don't want to have those conversations. So it's interesting though. It'll definitely keep your sword sharp if you get up on that app and have those conversations. So outside of that, family, what's going on? Everybody all right? I've been circled this dealership like mad times already now. I think I'm about to call it a wrap. Go inside and sit down and chill. Y'all not saying much. Y'all not interacting. So I'm starting to feel like I'm boring y'all. So I'm about to jump off. But I just wanted to check in with y'all a little bit, see what was good. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Exactly, Reg. That's another conversation, right? I forgot. I was gonna say that. I forgot to say that. And our burial tradition was different than theirs as well. So we didn't preserve bodies. To be around a dead body, you be unclean. We have a whole different tradition and culture than the Egyptians had. So that's a false comparison to even try to compare our burial customs to theirs, because it was completely different. So it's just retarded, man. Hold on a second now. Y'all hold on 1 second now. Oh, shoot. I thought they was ready for me. They're not. When they said an hour and a half, they meant it, huh? Sheesh. I guess I'm getting my exercise for today. Somebody said they heard vaccines is I gotta be careful of certain words I use, because this algorithm is so damn sophisticated that it's just taking people out and channels out for no reason, right? So I gotta be careful. But yeah, you said you heard something about needing that to go into buy food in Philadelphia. That's interesting. In the Philippines, you said, oh, okay, in the Philippines. I'm not surprised. So I was in a couple of rooms on Clubhouse about that too. I'm gonna give you guys some information. Before I jump out. So I was telling people over there that New York is what I call a beta testing ground, or you could call a case study, whatever word is more appropriate, you could use that, for a lot of things that they're going to unleash on the rest of the country. So everybody outside of New York, you need to keep your eyes on what's going on in New York, because New York is usually a case study or a beta testing ground for things that they're going to implement across the country. If you remember in 2017, 2018, New York was one of the first states, if not the first states, to do away with exemptions. Remember, you used to be able to get an exemption, so you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to take that. So upstate New York, the people that wear the small hats, y'all know what I'm talking about. There was an outbreak of measles in that community, upstate New York. You guys can look this up. And when the outbreak of measles came out, it was based on the fact that these people had exemptions and they wasn't taking you know what. So they passed a law somehow in New York where nobody could be exempt no more. They was doing away with the exemptions. It was New York first. Next thing you know, all the states surrounding New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, so forth and so on, all the dominoes begin to fall, and they all started doing the same thing, implementing this thing where there's no exemptions. Now, I know I've been having conversations with people telling me that there still are exemptions and blah, blah, blah. You know, if you got a way to do it, all praises be to the Most High, you can feel free to put something in my inbox on Instagram or Facebook and let me know what you got going on so I can help people, because a lot of people are coming to me asking for that, and I'll be like, yo, not to be funny, I can't help you. Now, I have heard that some congregations still have them, but, you know, if you got some information that you don't mind sharing with the people, you can share it with me. I'll share it with the people. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So New York was a case test study for that. Let's bring it up to date now. If you go to the European Union website, the EU website, go to Google and type in European Union space Safe Pass. European Union space Safe Pass. What is Safe Pass? Safe Pass is something that was introduced in Europe sometime around February of this year, a while ago. And what Safe Pass is something that they were giving to citizens throughout different countries in the European Union, and you were able to use it to go into restaurants and gyms and bars and places like that. If you didn't have a Safe Pass, you couldn't get in. They was doing that since February. You guys are just hearing now that New York is implementing the same thing in September. That's why I said New York is a beta testing ground. It's a case study on these things. Once you guys see New York do that, you can almost certainly expect your locality to do the same. Now, in certain countries in the European Union, and as the brother just brought out in the Philippines, if you don't have the Safe Pass in certain countries in Europe, you can't go into certain supermarkets without it. So it started off with bars and restaurants and gyms, and now it has expanded to supermarkets as well in Europe. So New York is starting off with bars and restaurants and gyms. So it would be safe to assume after a while, they're going to expand it. It'd be safe to assume that. So my phone is saying the temperature is too high. It is kind of hot out here, so it might just shut off. If it does, sorry, y'all. But it's safe to assume that the same thing might be getting ready to happen here as well, okay? So what you guys see happening in New York or coming to New York in September, Most likely it's going to come to your locality and jurisdiction after a while as well. So all them shows for 2020 that I was doing, that I was telling Israelites about preparation, not over preparing, not trying to be a hoarder or nothing like that, but all them shows that I was telling Israelites, you got to prepare. Make preparations, make plans, do these things. Y'all remember all them shows? I wasn't saying that for my health. I was saying that because I could see the writing on the wall. And now we're here and we're in it. And now a lot of people are panicking. I get all types of inboxes asking me for, can I help? Do I have anything to do to help you, give you a job, this, that, and the third, nothing wrong with that. But you're not supposed to be planning when you see things. This is something that everybody should have known was coming a year ago. We've been talking about it. A lot of people have been talking about it. And it's still not fully here yet. And for some of you, it's not even in your state yet. But you definitely have to really start thinking outside of the box. I told the people on Clubhouse this week, right? Matter of fact, yesterday, I told them, I said, listen, I said, if you have a job, first of all, the question was posed in the room, what do you plan on doing? A lot of people said they ain't gonna do it. So I posed the question to them. I said, listen, if you're saying you're not gonna do it, are you gonna wait till you get the pink slip and then panic and be like, what am I gonna do now? Or are you going to begin to start looking into jobs now that don't require it, which is not many, that don't require it? So you know what your plan is going to be if that day comes. Or are you now, if you have a talent that the Most High gave you, that you could use to generate some income, are you going to start using that talent the Most High gave you to generate some income now before you get the pink slip, so that if you get the pink slip, you still have a way of making some income to take care of your household? You going to wait or you going to act? That's the question. That's the question I asked. And I wasn't talking to a room full of Israelites either, because it was about 300 people in that room, and it was mostly people that's not in the truth. Because I've already had this conversation with my Israelite family. Everybody should already know what it is and what you should be doing. If you're part of a body or a congregation, y'all supposed to have a plan in place already, especially to take care of the elderly and the youth. If there's no plan in place, it should be in discussion if it's not in place. There's no time to be on freaking social media arguing about BS. Them days is behind us. I'm just saying. So these are the things that I concentrate on. Folly, miss me with the folly. I get people trying to drag me into folly all the time. Petty circular arguments about this doctrine and that doctrine. Listen, man, if you can't see it, I'm moving on. That's it. I'm not arguing with nobody about nothing. Do you see what's happening? The beast is speaking exceedingly evil. They're ready to come down with great wrath, like it says, because they know they have a short time. And at the end of the day, when we really look at everything, just understand that you are the target of this wrath at the end of the day of all these nations, because they know that we got next. They know that. The Most High didn't even wait, pursuant to the book of Daniel, the 2nd chapter. The Most High did not even wait until these kingdoms were completely destroyed before the Most High began to restore Israel. The Most High is restoring Israel right in front of them. Right in front of them. That's why the Bible says great fear falls upon these nations, because the Most High is restoring us right in front of them. See? The Most High prepared David to be king before Saul was even dead. See? The Most High is preparing Israel to rule before these other nations even fall. Right now, we're working out the kinks. We're seeing who's who. We're seeing who's going to endure, right? The Most High is trying men through the furnace of affliction, whatever your affliction is, and all of ours is different. Some of y'all just logging on like, what are you doing? I'm getting dizzy. I'm walking in circles. I got to wait an hour and a half to get my car out this daggone recall at the dealership, so I got time. I haven't done a live on here in a while, so I'm just talking to y'all. That's all. Looking at some of these newer cars, wishing that I could just drive off of one of them, especially a truck. Not that though. I don't like that color. I don't like that color. I like that black joint over there. Anyway, yeah. So the Most High is getting us in order. I can't see y'all comments because my phone is saying it's overheating. So it kind of turned down the, I know I'm still live, I can see that. But it kind of turned down the brightness so I can't really see. So it's all good. But yeah, the Most High is really just refining us right now. Have you ever seen a sapphire or a ruby that's dug freshly out the ground, how it looks as opposed to when they refine it? It's a different look, right? So we're in the process of refinement right now. That's all. That's what all this is about. To see who's really for the Most High and who's not. That's all it is. We got to go through this, and we got to go through this, and the reward we're going to get is going to be well worth it. It's going to be well worth it, right? Dang, now this thing got really dark. I can't tell. Anyway, I could barely see. Let me take these sunglasses off. Nope, that's not going to help. Yeah. Let's see. I need a truck, y'all. I need a truck. So I'm gonna come over here and see what's crack-a-lacking. I need a truck. I don't like white cars or none of that stuff. I used to have a white car, and I had to wash my car like twice a week because it always got dirty. White cars are pretty when you first wash them, but in the wintertime, if you live where it snows and all that black snow get on it, it's horrible. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, not bad. They want 60 racks for this, not bad. I need a truck, man. Don't know if I'm gonna get one in this kingdom, but I definitely need a truck. Especially where I live, with all the snow, you definitely need a truck, man. So I was telling the family, like, I like Nissans. I know it's not the most fancy car, nothing like that. I think every car I've had, except one, was a Nissan, just because I like the reliability. I think a little bit differently, right? I know a lot of people that have luxury cars that I work with and stuff like that. And luxury cars are great, right? But you have to be able to you have to have a lot of money on hand and cash on hand when you have a luxury car, because 4 tires, if you have to replace all 4 of your tires on a luxury car, you might be looking at $1,200, $1,500 just for your tires. And parts are hard to come by. You see? And then if you have a really luxury car, everybody can't work on your car. That's why I like Nissans and Hondas and stuff like that. Basic stuff, you know? Because you can always find the parts for pretty cheap. You can get tires for pretty reasonable, and they're very, very reliable. I've only had one car that wasn't a Nissan my entire life. I'm pretty sure it's better. I'm sure, I know Hondas are supposed to be better and blah, 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 but that's just what it is. The first car I ever had was a Nissan, so I done stuck with that. If the Most High ever bless me, you know, to be able to splurge a little bit, and I'll go ahead and do what I need to do. But for now, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, so anyway, enough of that. Because now I'm just rambling on. I'm probably about to jump off in a second. But yeah, family, so if you guys are not, let me see. Let me come up under this tree. Maybe I might be able to actually see my comments and stuff. What you say? Oh, Chocolate City Girl, you got a truck? Oh, you got me beat, sis. Got me beat. I'm gonna get one though, man. I'm gonna get one. Y'all pray for me, man. Y'all pray for me. I should do a GoFundMe, but yo, Israel, help me get a truck. I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing with y'all. Somebody gonna take my words and run with it. I am messing with y'all. Listen, I'm content whatever the Most High give me, man. I come from nothing. I come from nothing and lived a hard life. Whatever the Most High give me, I'm content with that because I ain't have shit. You better trust and believe that. Yeah, so like I was saying, if you guys definitely want to expand your horizons a little bit, like I told everybody in my camp to get on the Clubhouse app because I said it's going to show you, brothers and sisters, where you at in the scriptures. Because when you jump in these rooms, people are going to be asking a lot of questions, some of which you never heard before. Or they'll have a new remix on a scripture that you never heard that spin. Your man. Oh my God, this guy named Black Jesus Minister. Whew. Oh my goodness. This dude said Melchizedek was a Canaanite. He was a Canaanite. That's what he said. So we asked him for scripture, because the scripture said Melchizedek didn't have a father or a mother. This dude said he ain't got no scripture, but Melchizedek was a wrapped in Canaanite flesh on the earth. But he said, I don't have a scripture to prove it. So you just saying shit. It's crazy, y'all. Y'all got you'll hear the strangest doctrines ever. Nah, family, I'm good. That was a joke. Seriously, that was a joke, man. That was a joke. If Israel helped me with anything, help me proliferate the word, man. If you want to help with anything, go to my website, my camp website, hit the donate button over there, and help me push this word. You know what I'm saying? We use that stuff to get the flyers and to do all the things pertaining to the word that we do for people. You know, you can help out over there. I'm good. As long as I got, you know what I'm saying, the way to feed my family, as long as I got strength in me, I can take care of myself, I'm good. Seriously. It don't take much to, it don't take much to please me because I came from nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like for real, I came from nothing. So anything I have is more than I had. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. When you go back 15, no, maybe more than 15 years now. I don't know. It's something like that. You go back maybe 15, 16 years. I was sleeping on a subway train, man. I didn't have nothing. Most High brought me all the way down. Once you experience that, and if you don't know about the New York City subways, hey, once you experience that, you're grateful for anything that you have, right? But the Most High had to break me all the way down to build me back up. Don't ask me how I did it, but I was determined not to fold. Some of it could have been pride, like I'm not gonna let people see me, no matter how low I get, I'm not gonna let people see me fail. So I'm not there no more, so I'm good. But whatever the Most High give me, I'm good with that. I don't need more than that. If the Most High ain't give it to me, it wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah. Anyway, I'm about to go back inside. It's super hot out here. My phone is like almost overheating. That's why I can't really see the screen. So I know y'all commenting. Yeah, man. I'm not the only one, man. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something before I go, man. You know, there's a scripture in the Gospels where Christ said, if you do something to the least of a brother, it's like you did it to him, right? And I'm gonna tell you, man, there are two brothers in Israel that I know for a fact that the Most High is going to reward in the end. Because coming into this true family, it's a lot of, let me tell you something. I've told a story before. The one thing I'm happy about, that's why I could never, ever, ever speak 100% evil about my elders. A lot of us young brothers, I ain't gonna mention nobody, I'm only gonna tell my story. But a lot of us young brothers, when we came into the truth, a lot of us got kicked out and was homeless. These are facts. It ain't just me. I'm just the only one telling y'all my story. It was more than me. I ain't the only person that did some nights on the subway. I'm trying to tell you. But the elders had a place for brothers to live called the barracks that we lived in until you could get on your feet. I can never forget that. Right? Just take you in just because you're a brother until you get on your feet and give you a job. After that, may the Most High rest his spirit, Bun Lawyer. Bun Lawyer housed a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying? And Nagayana too. Because that's what this work is really about. Sometimes the Most High gonna bring you through that to see what you're made of. The Most High is gonna bring you through some things to see what you are made of. And so those are my sob stories, and the Most High brought me through it, and I'm still here. And all that stuff does is it makes you appreciate the smallest things even more. That's why I say I don't need more than I have. Whatever the Most High gave me, that's what was meant for me. I'm good, I'm content, and I'm happy. That's it. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway. I'm about to log off and stuff. It was good chatting with y'all. I know it's been a minute where I didn't really upload much on this channel. I've been doing other things. So I haven't had a chance to upload on this channel. You know. Oh, let me just say this to the brothers and sisters that subscribe to me on Patreon as well. You guys on Patreon, you guys just continue to have patience with me. I have uploaded some good stuff for y'all, and I have some very good stuff for y'all coming as well. Just be a little patient with me. I promise y'all on Patreon, I'm gonna take care of y'all. Give y'all some really exclusive stuff. So just hang in there with me a little bit longer. I got y'all covered. You know what I'm saying? Last thing, I have another academy for brothers coming up. That's starting, October 3rd? But I'm gonna close it down for people signing up at the end of August. Because I already think I overextended myself on this one. I think. Because I already don't have no time, and I already have more people in this one than the last one. So, I don't know. I'm gonna close it down at the end of the month. I don't have the banner going across because I'm on the app, but next time I go live, the email for that will be going across at the bottom of the screen. Okay? All right. So, I'm gonna go inside and get a time check on my car because I've about had it now. So, much love, Israel. Thank y'all for listening to your brother ramble as always. And I'll be back, Most High allow, maybe on Sunday. If not on Sunday, on Monday. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna show you guys all the arguments that people have been making on Clubhouse against the Bible, and I'm going to show you guys how to address those arguments if you ever hear it. All right? We're going to go through everything from William Shakespeare, writing the Bible, to all that stuff. We're going to deal with all of that stuff. Okay? With that being said, it's your brother Priest Dan, representing Lines of Israel, Maccabeestv. And with that, I can't even see where I can end this goddamn thing. I'm about to go inside and end this shit.